What's up, guys? Today we're going to be reviewing episode 22 of Boruto, titled Connected Feelings.
I am literally in the air right now, wrapping up a store. This first class, I am so new at this. Used to ride a metro, let us hit this retro. Like the infrareds on my feet, baby, let's go. Send out what they know me by, logic what they call me. Gotta catch a flight, but the fans wanna storm me. Life of a dawn, change just.
So even though this episode wasn't action-packed, it was still a great informative episode to really progress the story and make it turn out how we all wanted to. So the episode starts off with Sakura in the hideout of Shin Uchiha, and he's laying there pretty damaged from where Sakura hit him, and he tells us pretty much that Kid Shin, or the smaller Shins, are just clones, but that they work for him and he's not actually their father. And we see how he's manipulating the knives to cut into Kid Shin's body. And at this point, we don't really know what he's doing, but we find that out later in the episode, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Another thing I want to talk about is Shin is obsessed with Itachi, and he keeps saying that he wants to revive the Akatsuki and carry out what Itachi never could. And if you really think about it, he doesn't know the whole side of the story from Itachi, so he's got this all wrong, and it kind of makes me angry that he hasn't found out the true full story of Itachi, and he wants to supposedly carry out his mission that he failed to do. So the next big scene is Naruto and Sasuke, Sarada and Chocho figure out that Shin is probably connected to Orochimaru. So Naruto and Sasuke take everybody to Orochimaru's base, and they walk in and they meet Jugo and Suigetsu, which was pretty cool because we got to see them all grown up, or as adults. And I was a really big Suigetsu fan when I watched the Shippuden, because I don't know, I just thought he was really funny, and I think that he's really cool how his body's like water when he gets hit and stuff like that. So, and I really think he's a good shinobi too, because if you remember when they were fighting Killer Bee, he like sacrificed himself and like fought with the 8 tails in the water, and I always thought he was like just really cool, nice, and like a great shinobi. But anyway, Orochimaru comes in, and Naruto and Sasuke, well, mostly Sasuke, is asking him questions about Shin Uchiha and like his backstory and who he is, and pretty much Orochimaru breaks it down and says Shin is one of my experiments. His body didn't reject any like tissues that I would put in him, so I could put in the Sharingan into his whole body and stuff like that. And pretty much he explains the whole Shin clone things that I was talking about previously, and that is they are just clones that never disappear. So like, if you know, Naruto's clones, when they get hit, they disappear and they just pop away, and all of his intel goes into Naruto. So we found out that if you need to get rid of Shin's clones, that they have to be killed like a person. And I don't know if their information goes to Shin or not, but to Big Shin, but that'd be kind of cool to figure out. I'm kind of excited to see more on this, and if you guys aren't manga readers, Naruto Gaiden, you probably don't know what's going to happen next. So probably the biggest scene in this episode and was caught everybody's attention was Sarada asked Suigetsu to take her to the lab and like test her DNA pretty much, and he does that, and we find out that Karin's DNA is inside of Sarada, and she thinks that Sakura isn't her real mom. But if you guys remember back in the day when Sasuke got really injured, he bit into Karin's, I think it was her arm, and it would give him chakra, or healing jutsu chakra, and he could heal. And so if you guys remember that, that's her DNA going into Sasuke. So all of this, while Sarada thinks that Sakura isn't her real mom, she actually is her real mom. I just wanted to clear that up for everybody, because I saw a big uproar on Twitter from non-manga readers. But if you guys would just connect the dots on how most people did before Gaiden even came out, that why Sarada has glasses and stuff like that is because Karin's DNA is inside of her. So after Sarada figures out that Karin's DNA is inside of her, she thinks that Sakura is not her real mom, and Naruto comes in and talks to her, and she's like, I don't want to go save my mom because she's been lying to me and stuff like that. And at this point in time in the anime, you caught some feels because Naruto had a little flashback, and it was from the OG Naruto when he was sitting on the swing. You know, everybody's catching those feels, including me. But Naruto just gives her the talk and saying that bonds aren't by blood or DNA relations, that they are from love and the memories you make with each other. And so he tells Sarada to think back and see if she has love in her heart for Sakura. And so we have this really, really amazing flashback of Sakura in the kitchen with Sarada, and Sarada asks, "Did you ever kiss Dad?" which is Sasuke, and she says, "Well, there was something better." And then we kind of had a laugh because she thought they were talking about, you know, how Sarada was made, and but it was actually Sakura poked Sarada on the head, how Sasuke poked Sakura on the head, and how Itachi poked Sasuke, how Itachi poked Sasuke on the head. Wow, that was a lot to think about right there, but I think I got it out correctly. But that was like super amazing, and it was kind of like, I love how Boruto iterates old Naruto feels into Boruto feels now that we're making. So that's a really cool thing that I think this anime does very well. So to wrap up this episode, we see Shin in his little dungeon, and he's all fixed up from where Sakura punched him and like destroyed his whole body pretty much, and he was pretty beat up. But he just gets up and says that, "I'm gonna take Sasuke's eyes. I'm gonna pretty much kill Sasuke and take his eyes. He doesn't deserve to pass on the Uchiha name, and me, Shin Uchiha, is gonna pass on the Uchiha genes," which he's not even a real Uchiha. He's just basically brainwashed himself to think he's an Uchiha. And so yeah, that was pretty much the episode. If you guys enjoyed, please drop me a like, subscribe, and thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace out.